Hi. Welcome back to another new makeup releases video. You know the drill. I am going to be moving to the side. We're going to be looking at some new makeup that I found on Trend Moods Instagram page. I have my notes out. I got my fresh orange juice ready to sip throughout the video. Quite a bit of eyeshadow palettes. What's new? Of course that's what caught my eye. So let's get started. See, I'm literally in the corner of a room, so if I sit on a spider web, we'll see. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the Jeffree Star Cremated palette. It's already available online, and we all know that there was some controversy with this palette considering the timing, especially with COVID-19 deaths. It was advertised more of like a gothic jewelry, but it seems like it's predominantly lighter shades, and that's the problem that I typically have with palettes. If the shades are too light, it's not going to translate well on my darker skin. Didn't really interest me as much because all y'all know that I wear color. Next, we have the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette. They finally came out with another naked palette. I remember when I first got into makeup, naked palettes were the thing to get, the hot commodity. I never actually owned one. I've only really owned single Urban Decay eyeshadows. The palette seems split between a more neutral side and then a more like purpley side as well, so I think it would be a great introduction to purple if you've never tried purple as eyeshadows before. It seems a little bit behind the trend, but that is my own opinion. Next, we have the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Body Scrub, and this is available on Sephora June 2nd. I've tried some of their travel size versions, and it really smells like you're on vacation, and I brought it on my vacation to Florida and Las Vegas. It was absolutely perfect for that. And then next, we have the e.l.f. and Jkissa eyeshadow palette. They also have an eye duo and a brush set. So I really like how organized this palette is. It's basically a rainbow, and I think it's perfect timing with Pride Month. And I think it's really cool that you can personalize it with all the stickers on the palette. I remember when I wanted to try out color, I would buy like NYX or e.l.f. products for eyeshadow because they were pretty unaffordable but pretty good quality. I think that this would be a great introduction to bright colors. So if you want to try out any of my looks, I would suggest this palette, honestly. And then we have the Maybelline The Lifter Gloss with hyaluronic acid. Anything with hyaluronic acid in the name just makes me feel some type of way. I'm just saying. It looks like there's an extra large wand, like Fenty Beauty gloss bombs. I will definitely be in the lookout for that. And then a little bit more on the higher end side, YSL is coming out with these Couture color clutches. So they're eyeshadow palettes, but they look like they're leather clutches. It seems like there is one that has some color in it, a little bit more on the cool tone side, and then there's the more neutral eyeshadow palette as well, if that's your cup of tea or glass of OJ. Not spons, okay? And then we have the Kimchi Chic Beauty The Most Concealer Color Correctors, and this is already available online. And what really intrigued me the most are the red and orange shades. So these combat dark circles under your eyes, and I'm telling you, when I'm sleep deprived, it's dark down there. I've definitely looked into color correcting, but I've never tried it myself. There's also a green one, which would be perfect for redness or blemishes. And then Milani is coming out with another Make It Last setting spray, but this is with sunscreen in it, and it's perfect for the summer. It's already available online. I think that everyone should invest in sunscreen. If you watched my makeup tutorial for this, you would know that I advocate for using sunscreen. Shameless plug. And then we have the Fenty Beauty Slip Shine lipsticks. So I don't really have much information on this, but it's available on June 5th. I don't really go for sheer lipsticks. I either go for the full coverage liquid lip or a gloss. Or I go for a creamy matte lipstick. It doesn't really intrigue me. But what does is the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution Bridal lipsticks. Ooh, anything that has to do with weddings and stuff like that, I'm sold. If you saw my Pinterest board for my wedding, like, you'd understand. Even though I'm nowhere near getting engaged, a lot of girls have wedding Pinterest boards. But anyways, I love the shade range in this. I think that this would interest anyone because a good pinky nude is a perfect Your Lips But Better shade. And I feel like these are the lipsticks for that. And they're available on June 4th. Lunar Beauty is coming out with a Moon Prism blush palette and glosses, and it's already available online. Personally, I think the blushes are a little too light for my skin tone, so I won't really be looking into that personally. And then we have Morphe brushes. They came out with their 10G Listen Up Artistry palette, gloss, and setting spray. Y'all already know I saw some glitter shades in this palette, so that's very enticing. Sigma is coming out with their F80 flat Kabuki foundation brush, but it has a really colorful handle for Pride. They also give out 50% of the profits to a donation. And then lastly, there's Kaleidos makeup. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. They are coming out with their Escape Pod eye palette, their blush duo, highlighters, glosses, and sponges. And so I would just like to say the packaging is so cool. It has a lot of color blocking. It's pretty reminiscent of, I would say, the 70s. If I'm wrong with the Decade, it's so colorful and deep enough for my skin tone. There's greens, purples, oranges, So that is all the makeup releases that caught my eye, and I really hope you enjoyed the video and hopefully something intrigued you. Till the next video. See ya!